Hi, welcome back to Blab.Cafe. This is a place where you can introduce your business, products, and or services. Today, this is Blab.Cafe number 68. We're going to be talking a little bit about tech and AV products. So stick around. We'll get right back to you. Thanks for joining. Hi, welcome back to the Blab.Cafe. This is Blab.Cafe number 68. This is a place where you can introduce your business, products, and or services. Today we have Cutbox Studio, Peter in the house. How you doing, Peter?
Doing good. How are you, Donald? Thanks for having me on.
Great, great. Yeah, I noticed your product and I was like really intrigued by it because I thought, man, that looks really nice and compact and it's a sweet unit. Do you have any pictures that I could probably? Maybe you should just go ahead and put a link in the chat bar. I'll grab the picture and then put it up for people so they can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, you know what? I'll send you the website and
yeah, I'll just pull up a picture of it or the website, whichever is quicker.
Yeah, I was actually trying to print out an image of the product. My printer was not cooperating this morning. Or I can tell you what I can do. Why don't I jump right in and switch the camera to show the product. So there is the product that we're talking about today. And I'll just roll right on if that was as much as you wanted to do of an intro, Donald.
Yeah, you can go ahead and tell us about it and what it is.
Okay, so what I've been working on and what this product is it's a multiple camera, an all-in-one multiple camera studio for social video creators. I just call them social video creators, but it's for recorded and for streaming. You can hook up to a stream box the way I have done today. And what it allows you to do is have 3 cameras plugged into that central unit. And you can obviously, there's some simple switcher software running on the unit itself, which if you could see the screen, you'd be able to, you can kind of see on the screen that it's broken up like standard switcher software. And then I have this handy dandy remote control that I can use to switch the cameras on the fly.
So as I'm doing my screen too?
Yeah, there you go. Yes, there it is on your screen. So that is the complete unit altogether. And let me tell you that I started this project because I had a few things in mind. One of them was not to have a loud dog in the background while I'm pitching. But I thought, hang on for 1 second. I apologize.
That's okay. I can edit that out. Not. It's okay. We'll get through it. Okay. Yeah, I'll just edit that part out. So let's see. While we're waiting.
It's a little bit of a joke because I have a whole channel where he's the lazy white dog and literally all he does is lie there all day and do nothing. Of course, the moment that I want to go on and do something of any import, he's got to bark at every cat, dog, squirrel, blah, 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 going down the street. Anyway. All right.
So let me get it straight, though. This is something that you've already taken to a Kickstarter campaign, right?
We are going to start the Kickstarter campaign in a few weeks. So it has not been launched yet. Cool. The product's been in development for about a year. My background is in video game development, publishing, and electronics, mostly in the video game space, but also in the general electronic space. So I've been working in the industry for about 20 years, and I had the idea for this product a few years ago, and actually, I had an opportunity to come up to put it into development, so I did. Go back to the product itself. So I had kind of 3 goals in mind when I started the product. The first one was I wanted to do a complete multiple camera setup, but I wanted to buy one product and take it out of the box and set it up and have it be complete. That was sort of the first goal. The second goal was plug and play, ease of use. I wanted to be able to, again, take it out, plug it up, have it set up in 15 minutes, and be ready to start making your first recording. You know, not counting like deciding where to put the cameras and all that stuff, which is more the artistic take, but on the technical side, should be able to set it up really, really quickly. The third thing that I wanted to have this be was very affordable. So there are other solutions out there. Everybody's got kind of like different ways of doing the multiple camera thing. And, and it ranges greatly, you know, but the one thing that it's not is particularly easy. And it can get, when you start to get on the sort of the higher end, it can get very expensive. So my goal with this product was to keep it inside of what I consider like a consumer price point, and for a technology good. And so I consider that under $1,000. The current target SRP for this is $899. The Kickstarter is going to have some pretty sweet pricing on it. The first 50 will go out for $499. Then there'll be steps $599 and up from there for a couple of different tiers, and we'll add in some stuff as you get into the higher stuff that'll really help you round out like a whole home studio. Cool. So those are basically like the main tenets. Go ahead.
Well, what I do like about it is it is cool because it is so compact. I mean, I do know people from the years that I've been on Google Plus Hangouts, and then also since I started here, and then I was doing YouTube videos before then. What I was thinking is that it would have a lot of use for people who are out traveling and they're doing like interviews and stuff. If you're in like a hotel room or something and you want to set up multiple camera angles in a hurry, that looks like it would be ideal for that.
I can go into a place. I have another video. I haven't posted it yet, but I have another video where I set it up. And I mean, obviously I'm familiar with doing it, but really it's not terribly challenging. I mean, it's plugging in some stuff, really. The most complicated thing is like learning how to twist the connect on the BNC cable. That's probably the most challenging part of setting it up. Yeah. But I mean, I did a video. I set it up in like 11 minutes. I can carry it in a backpack. I think I have it.
Uh-oh, we've got dead air time. Danger.
Let me fix that. Let's do this. So I have a backpack here. That's a standard rolly size.
Okay.
And this is what I use to carry the entire system around in. And
wow,
so
that's pretty nice.
It's not big.
No.
I mean,
it's reasonable. I mean, like I said too before, I've had friends of mine that have been doing setups at different conventions, for example, but when they get to their hotel room, they don't know how to set up because of lighting and everything. So what they could do with that in particular is they could set it up and just find out where they're getting the best light, where they're getting the best images, and then just use that camera. So they could go from like one or two different shots like you just did.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, like the whole idea is, it's based in the premise that virtually everything we watch on television has multiple camera angles. Yeah. Even stuff that's, I don't know if you're a football fan, but, there have been the ads for sort of the We Are Family football, for the NFL ads. And they're just one player, I think it's Eric Dickerson's the current one that's running, looking into the camera and talking against a white background, right? Very classic sort of setup.
Yeah.
Well, but it's not one camera. It's like three cameras that is close, far, just off to the right. Maybe,
they go bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. Right? It's so much more interesting to look at. And I always use that example because it's just really, really basic, right? I mean, it just is, it's an example of a way in which what could be an incredibly boring and static video can be brought to life. And obviously there's a ton more that you can do with it. If you get a chance, look at the website. There's a video on there that illustrates some of the stuff that I've gone out and shot with it, and I'm sure that more creative people than me will do stuff with it as well.
Well, it looks like a really nice product, and I'm sure it'll do well because I mean it looks like the ease of use and convenience and the compact size of it is all right there. So yeah, that's really nice.
One of the other things that you can do with it that I will see if I can do on the fly here. I didn't set it up before, but I will plug in my laptop and see if I can't throw up. I mean, the basic point is that it accepts an HDMI input. You can do, so what does that mean? That means you can plug in, if you have a GoPro that has live HDMI out, you can use that as a fourth camera.
Right.
If you have a game console, you can plug that in and incorporate that into your setup.
Your
right.
laptop.
So again, for streaming,
but then you could go
laptop.
you've probably got HDMI out, so you could go directly into a larger monitor if you wanted to.
Yes, there's HDMI out. You put it up on a nice big monitor. That's the case.
That's cool.
If anybody has any questions. So one of the questions that comes up a fair amount is what's the resolution of the cameras? And I'm telling you, it's HD resolution, but it's 720p. And I did that for a number of reasons. One is it's ideal for online, for online video, for one thing, more than sufficient for a window this big, right? The second thing is that keeps the price in place. Literally, the cameras, these HD SDI cameras, are 40% more expensive if I put the if I go with 1080p resolution, and that makes the cost prohibitive. It breaks my $1,000 barrier, which was what I was really trying to stay under. The other thing that it does, because this is a completely embedded system, and by that I mean this entire unit that you see here, everything's running on there. It's a Linux core. It's got it's an ARM processor. It's got everything going on inside that's managing the recording session and the switcher software.
That's
when
cool.
you go to 1080p, you now bounce the processor that you need pretty significantly to get it to handle all that additional horsepower.
Right.
So those are some of the reasons why 720 is what we went with. A third reason is file size for managing your pipeline.
I'm running
we have a lot of
20 now, and
sure.
The thing is,
Wow,
this is going through a Logitech 920. But the thing is that I've noticed is when I do pump it up and I go up to 1080, it really starts to. You can see like lag time when I'm doing this, for example.
Yeah, for sure.
And this processor is an i5 processor, and it still has a little bit of lag.
It's just going to chug. I mean, the other thing is too, right? It's exponentially mixed for exponentially larger file sizes. So, you have, and it's literally exponential. I mean, if you've got 4 gigabytes or 400 megabytes, it's 4 times that size, give or less, more or less, right?
Yeah.
When you make a recording with this product, you're recording 3 cameras. So camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. If you're using HDMI input, it records that live input as well. And then you're recording a 5th live file, which is the one as I'm jumping back and forth between the cameras, you're getting that live edit file as well. So when you push start, record, and end, you get 5 video files at the end of that.
Wow.
And if that's 1080p, I mean, your poor little looked like you went out and bought your 4 terabyte storage. You were like, thinking you were good until,
it'll eat it up really quick.
It was not going to be the case,
Yeah.
So
okay, well that looks great. So you've got your links in there, and what I will do is, if you'll do me a favor and take a note of this. This is Blab.Cafe number 68. And when you go over to YouTube, I'll share my YouTube link here in a minute.
Oh, terrific.
And then you go over there and you can put your links into that little comment stream below the video.
Okay.
And if you would subscribe to the channel, because I'm always updating and everything. And also what I'm doing is, if you see my little logo here,
yes,
that is to the Blab.Cafe website, and I'm just building that now. So I'm in the process of uploading about 60 some odd videos, and it's really time consuming because I'm making new thumbnails and all that stuff.
Yeah. No, I know. I did look at my background, prior to getting into electronics, is graphic design. So I literally every piece of, I mean, this is a very personal project for me. I've been, I'm the original solo entrepreneur. So not only am I the project manager on all the things, I do all the artwork, I do all the design. I've done all the software design, elements, the UI and everything. So obviously the design for the
website looks great.
Yeah, thank you. I built one and then I didn't like it. I wanted to do it a different way, and I had a friend of mine build that one on top of the one that I made. I
did exactly the same. I did exactly the same thing. I started off just using some very inexpensive, you know, actually it was a freebie template, and I just looked at it and I go, no, this is not doing what I want it to do. So then I went out and I invested in a nice template, and now it looks much better. So
yeah. I mean, you could do some really, really nice things. Even the can stuff is really terrific. And I didn't hate what I had, but you know, it was worth it for me to free up my time and get to where I wanted to go. So
one question before we go, where are you located?
So I'm based in Los Angeles, specifically in the Burbank area.
Okay. I'm from Orange County, so
very nice.
I now live in Denmark, so it's like.
Oh wow! How did that happen?
It was a long story. Family matters. Yeah.
All right, I'm sure other people want to jump in here and
okay. So thanks for joining, Peter. That was great. Yeah, like I said, you'll be able to find this video posted over on YouTube within 24 hours, usually.
Great. Yeah, so. And that's fine. Yeah, and again, you know, my link is down here, the cutbox.tv. That way, yeah. Cutbox.tv. Click on it, check out the product, and if you have any questions, you can hit me up on Twitter. That information is all there. Still figuring out the social net and how it all pieces together.
It'll
one way or another, you'll be able to reach it. All right.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome back to the Blab.Cafe. This is a place where you can introduce your business, products, and or services. Today I have Marvetta Holland in the room. How you doing, Marvetta?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Donald?
Pretty good. Yeah, really nice. It's cold, but nice.
Yeah, it is cold.
Yeah. It's been snowing here the past few days, and it's nice because it's nice, and it's like dry cold. It's not that muggy, damp, wet cold, you know?
Oh,
so,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you've released your album on iTunes, and can you tell me some more about that?
The album is called Marvetta The Power, and it's a collection of spiritual, inspirational, and empowering music. It's music for people who are committed and dedicated to their dreams, and they're running their race, and they just want some, you know, some good pop music, good hip music, you know, to keep them going. It's a great album. I put a lot of time and heart into it.
Okay. So now, are you a singer, or what is your background?
I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter. I've been singing all of my life and writing songs since I was a kid. When I was a kid, the teachers would have me stand up and sing for the class and sing for the other teachers. And then later on, I joined the U.S. Army, and I toured with the Army band as a singer all over Europe. And then I ended up becoming a mommy, so I stopped singing and writing. And my son grew up, and now I'm ready to sing again. I'm ready to be me again.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, I suppose then we can find your album and all the information over on iTunes.
Yes.
And my question was, is it something that you can also release to places like SoundCloud and those kinds of platforms, or is there a reason for you to go the way you did?
Well, the reason why I went the way that I did, as far as just going through iTunes and other digital media stores, digital media distribution companies, is because I really, it's sometimes a little challenging for independent artists, and I really want to be supported because that puts me in a situation where I can keep making music, I can work on other creative ideas that I have, and a lot of artists with a whole lot of talent, they give their music away free, and I guess that's okay when you need the exposure, but sometimes you just, you know, you really need the money too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I understand it's like even with this project, you know, when you're putting this much time into it, you sit and wonder, go, okay, when am I going to start getting a little bit of payoff for all this time and effort?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So what I'll do is I'll ask you to go ahead and share your links and all the locations where people can find it, and then I will take that information and put it into the show notes over on YouTube. So.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, Donald. I appreciate how you support women and encourage them, and you want to promote them with your platform, I think that's really good.
Well, thank you.
And I'm gonna type in here the name of my album and where they can find it.
Okay, cool. And like I said, too, if you have any more updates or announcements, just come back anytime. You're welcome. And
thank you.
Get it updated. Thanks.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. Hi, welcome back to the Blab.Cafe. This is a place you can introduce your business, products, and or services. Or in Kristen's case, you might be having a Blab coming up, right, Kristen?
Yeah. I'm going to be involved in a project with the Circadians, driven by Stan Bush and Nina Trankova, like a whole slew of team of awesome people that have been doing really great things online for a number of years. And I'm fortunate that they've picked me up, and I'm super excited that I picked someone up that I met here on Blab. His name's Chase Rayner, and he's going to help me co-host How to Use Blab. There's How to Use Blab, How to Host Blab. We've got Mia Voss doing that one. Eileen Smith and her daughter are going to be doing How to Host as well. How to Embed. Oh, actually, no. She's doing How to Embed. And then we have Dustin Stout. He's going to be working on How to Brand. Chef Dennis Litley is also doing How to Use. I'm trying to think of the different people that are doing different things. Yeah, we've got like a great variety of people that are going to be coming in, hoping that we'll be able to add some value and give people an idea of the different kind of things that you can use Blab for. Yeah. And then like our 5th day is just a casual day. That'll be like our kind of fun day. It's all throughout the whole month of February.
Then you're going to be, your Blab, are you going to be talking about SEO and things like that as well?
Well, we'll get into that. I'm probably like in the last part of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it, pretty scripted to make sure that we cover everything, so that if someone is new coming onto the platform, that they'll leave the Blab. I'm so used to calling it Hangout. They'll leave the Blab knowing how to use it. And we want to make sure that we don't skip anything. So we're going to cover all the standard points. And I love going to all the different Blabs that like the town hall meetings and everything. So yeah. I keep pretty up to date with what's going on in here.
Well, I guess too, if you guys do a formatted show, then you'll be able to go ahead and index it. So like if somebody has a question about a certain topic, you can go, okay, well, that's Blab number so-and-so. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here as well. So
yeah,
it's a little more time consuming, but it's worth it.
Yeah, that's what our hope is. And Stan's been running communities for, gosh, ages. Not that he's ancient, but he is. I can say that because he loves me. I can tease him, but yeah, he's been running communities for forever, and he just has a system down, and he's a very good teacher. So we're gonna go with his system of doing things. And there's also all kinds of different formats. You can have informal Blabs, which are totally awesome and fun, and then there's also like teaching Blabs. And for me personally, I find that if it's a teaching format, you want to have it like presentation. You want to be prepared.
Right. Yeah, I like jumping into those informal Blabs from time to time, just to it's almost like a way to blow off steam, because you're just coming in there and you don't have a format and you can just be yourself and act silly. But this one, it's for pitching. So you're welcome to add your links and any kind of show dates that are coming up. If you have anything scheduled, you can just go ahead and add those links as well. And you're welcome to jump in and update them anytime.
Yet. I don't have a link to give you all, but if you follow me and if you follow the Circadians, then you'll be up to date. I can give you a link to howtoblab.com.
Cool. Great. Thanks a lot, Kristen.
Yeah.
Hi, and welcome back to the Blab.Cafe. This is a place where you can introduce your business, products, and or services. Today I have Elizabeth Green in the house. How are you doing, Elizabeth?
I am doing great, Donald.
Well, that's
and
good to hear.
Love the service that you're providing for all of us.
Well, I like doing it. I'm having fun.
Mhm.
So what kind of services are you providing?
I am providing coaching. I
Okay.
help people to get clear on what their vision is and then help them to tap into their intuition. I'm excited today because I just finished a new website that is mobile friendly. Since
Cool.
everything here in the US has to be mobile friendly, I perhaps am one of the few people that do not use a cell phone on a regular basis, but everybody else is. So I've come into the 21st century. Is that what we're in?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the territory.
Yeah. And, as an intuitive coach and the founder of the Indigo Institute of Nevada, I decided when I was sharing information with people that I had too many different names. I had the Indigo Institute of Nevada, then I had my name one way and I had my name the other way. So I have learned, because of Blab, it really helps if you can get everything so under one title. So everybody can now find me under kelizabethgreen.com. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about being an indigo, I do have a short quiz on there and a PDF that will help you determine, one, if you are an indigo, and if you are, what does that mean? I've found that people tend to have certain common traits, and I've called the PDF or ebook that you get when you sign up as blessing or curse, because a lot of people feel like they have been cursed to be too sensitive, to have this anger that comes up. And I believe that once you recognize it, you can change that trait into being a blessing instead of a curse. So if anybody is interested, just go to my website, kelizabethgreen.com, and you will be able to see if this is information that resonates with you.
Wow, that was very nice and concise. Thank you very much, Elizabeth.
Oh, thank you, Donald. I'm learning. You're helping me to learn.
So what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and we can add that to the chat bar, and then I will extract that and put that into the show notes over on YouTube tomorrow. Could you do me a favor and just make a note that you are in Blab.Cafe number 68?
68.
So you'll be able to find that. Yeah, 68.
Okay. Yeah, because I think I did it once before and forgot to ask where to find myself.
Yeah. But what I'm doing is I'm working on putting everyone into the thumbnails, so you'll be able to see your photo as well onto the thumbnail over on YouTube. So it'll be a little bit easier for people to find each other, that way, more connectivity. So cool. But thanks for coming by and pitching.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for providing this great service for allowing those of us who are here to get our message out. So have a great one. Is it cold over there in Amsterdam?
Yeah, it's Denmark, and it's -5 degrees Celsius today.
So that means it's colder than if you were. Oh, okay. So, well, stay warm. Have a great one. I'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome back to the Blab.Cafe. This is a place where you can introduce your business, products, and or services. And in Monty's case, it's usually some really cool new gadget from Spy Gadget Rentals. Monty, how you doing?
Pretty good. How you been?
Pretty good. Busy.
I think we're getting echo. Let me put this thing on.
No, it sounds fine. So
You sure?
what kind of products you got working on today?
Okay, today we have a listening device. And this particular listening device is pretty clever, I think, Donald.
Really? What's it about? Is it listening for, can you do superhuman kind of listening or what?
Oh, pretty close. Before we get into that, though, let me do a brief intro so everyone knows a little bit about the company or who I am or whatever, okay?
Okay.
My name is Monty Henry, owner of DPL Surveillance Equipment. We are a full-service surveillance and security equipment company. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products, 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. We have perhaps the largest inventory of law enforcement grade items that not only can you buy, Donald, but you can rent and lay away as well. We have perhaps the largest video library and articles directory showing educational and informational information so that you guys can learn all about spy gadgets, counter surveillance, etc. And some of the items that we have include, but are not limited to, narcotics detectors, X-ray baggage scanners, explosive detectors, wireless nanny cameras you can view from your video or from your you can view the video from your smartphone, iPad, laptop, etc.
So those are considered what you would call an IP camera?
Yeah, otherwise known as IP cameras, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
You want to remotely view what's happening at your many mansions and your various houses that you have. And then we have the bug detector, so you can find out who's put a tracker on your car, or find out where your kids are, or find out where your employees are doing, what your employees are doing with your car. And
cool.
And then we have personal protection items like bulletproof vests, stun guns, pepper sprays, etc.
So what do you have to show us today? Do you have an actual physical product that you can show us?
Exactly. This is what we call a audio bug, Donald. A lot of times in the Hollywood movies, you always see some individual who goes into a home or an office or something, and they plant the equivalent of a tiny device like this. That blinking indicator actually means that this device is actually on and active right now.
Cool.
And if I call from my computer and I call this certain number, what's going to happen is this device is actually going to answer. And what happens, Donald, from anywhere on the planet, wherever you have this item, when you call the number, it's going to ring.
You'll be able to monitor that call or monitor the sound that's coming into it?
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, as long as you can get a cell phone signal, you're fine. Now, for instance, do you hear that echo?
Yep.
You see that lights turn solid instead of blinking?
You're monitoring it right now.
Exactly. So we're monitoring Donald's cell phones and his conversation live.
And it's giving you feedback.
Right. I turn it off so we can get rid of the feedback. Just want to let you know,
cool.
You guys know it's actually
That's sweet.
active. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. What do you think?
I like it. Now, what's the price point on that so people have an idea what your products sell for?
Right. Now, this is going to dip into your wallet just a little bit. This is $600.
Wow.
You can buy it outright for $600, or you can actually rent it for $95 a week with a deposit of $650. It has a small on and off switch right there in front. You just turn that on or turn it off, depending upon whether or not you want to use it or not. It also comes with an AC adapter. It has a built-in lithium-ion rechargeable battery. This is your USB connector. If you want to use your computer to charge it up, or you can use plug into the wall. It doesn't matter. It's
really
live
cool.
audio monitoring. So yeah, you get a chance to listen to what's happening in your home and within about a 10 or 15 feet diameter of the actual device.
That's nice. I like that. I mean,
Right.
I would really have to have a need for it. You know what'd be really cool is to just strap it to my dog and send him into the neighbor's house. Go, okay, what is she talking about?
I'm probably going to have to talk to my engineers about that and see whether or not we can take care of that for you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right.
Well, that's another cool product. I would like to say to everyone to go and check his website out because it's full of all kinds of real cool gadgets. And I mean, you've got pepper sprays and all kinds of electronics, zapper guns and stuff like that. So I mean, the website's pretty amazing. You got a little bit of everything.
It'll probably set you back a little bit once you start purchasing equipment. Definitely, yeah.
But I mean, for the pros and the people who are in the industry, it's really important that they have a good location where they can find this equipment, because, I mean, your equipment is obviously some of the best quality. So it's nice to be able to find that in one place.
Well, that's what we're trying to serve as a one-stop shop. For the law enforcement agencies, intelligence agencies, private detectives, investigators. We don't want them to have to go too far. So yeah, we're doing our best to make sure that they have a full range of products to choose from. Definitely.
Right. Well, that's cool.
Lifetime guaranteed and warranty. You never have to worry, Donald. Once you purchase an item from us, if it's 10 years later after the fact, you still give us a call and we'll take care of you.
Cool. No, that's good warranty.
We also have a proud investigator in training.
Trey, look at that cat. Look at that.
He's learning. He's learning how to do undercover
Well, that's
work.
great. I'm going to have you go ahead and share your links like always, and then we will get on to the rest of the show. But thanks for stopping by and updating us.
Sounds cool.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back to Blab.Cafe. This is a place we can introduce your business products and or services. Today I have Dr. Nick Hernandez in the house. How you doing, Dr. Nick?
Doing well.
So what kind of projects and products are you involved with right now?
Well, I'm a sculptor.
Okay.
I'm a professor from Chapman University out here in Orange, California. And I'm looking for other universities or other, things, city halls, whatever, that for people that want sculpture, public art sculpture. I've got a background in public art. I've won 3 international medals, including the Medici Medal in Florence, Italy. And I have a team, and we're completely capable of doing whatever sort of monumental sculpture anybody might be interested in.
Bronze.
Bronze. I did a couple years ago. I did a bronze of Barack Obama, and one is going to our Walk of Presidents at Chapman University, and one is going to the White House.
Oh, wow. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, it was interesting. Dr. Doty, our president, looked at it, and he's a right-wing libertarian. And
yeah, I don't talk about politics.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it surprised me that he sent a picture of it to Michelle Obama, and she liked it.
That's great. Yeah, but I mean, just to get anywhere near the White House is great.
Yeah.
So have you got any projects that you're working on right now?
Yes. At Chapman University, there is a $240 million performing arts center just being finished. And there's a gallery inside. It's just beautiful. And I'm going to be featured artist at the opening, which is really, really happy. Makes me happy. And I've also proposed a large monumental sculpture for the outside, and they're considering it. They haven't said no yet. So that's something. And I just opened an art gallery in Laguna Beach.
Oh, cool. You know what? I remember going down to Laguna Beach for the what do they call it? The Masters, or when they dress people, the pageant of the Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always fun for me. I'd gone like 4 years in a row with my girlfriend, and a woman that I used to date, and it was like so much fun. I just love that place. So
yeah, Laguna's a great place. I was an art commissioner here for about 4 years. Probably will be again.
Cool.
It's really great.
So how do people get in contact with you? Is it through a website or a Facebook page, or how do people contact you?
Yeah, the Facebook page, Nicholas Hernandez, and also my website right now is Spirit Form Laguna, but it's down right at the moment. We're working on it.
Okay.
Going to do a complete redo because adding the gallery to it and a bunch of other things.
Yeah. Well, what you can do is you can come back and you can update me with that link once you get it. But in the meantime, if you just go ahead and type your information, your contact information into the chat bar, I'll go ahead and extract that and put it into the show notes tomorrow. And just make a note of this so you can find this over on YouTube. It's Blab.Cafe number 68 is the one that you're in.
Oh, number 68. Okay.
Yep. Well, it's nice meeting you, Dr. Nick.
Nice meeting you, and I'll see you again.
Thank you for coming by.
Bye.
Hi, and welcome back to Blab.Cafe. This is a place where you can introduce your business, products, and or services. This is Blab.Cafe number 68, and I have I Think an Idea, or otherwise known as...
My name is Hugh Benjamin from I Think an Idea.
Cool. Nice to meet you, Hugh.
Yes.
So what kind of projects, services do you provide?
We do everything online. We do everything from web development to social media marketing to search engine optimization, so getting people ranked on Google, Yahoo. We run advertising campaigns not only through the Google platform, but also through Facebook and Twitter. And we do reputation management as well, which is suppressing negatives so that we could positively market people's brand. And a lot of times that's just because of the volume of business that they do. They just don't realize that.
Bad reputation. How do you fix that?
Well, you got to start giving more value than the money that you take, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that's great. So where are you located, or you do most of your work locally or online, or how does it work?
We work globally. We have some clients, like in Canada. We have some clients in the United States. Of course, we've talked to people in different countries as well. But we do have some local clients that we visit with. But most of our business is not in California. We have clients in Philadelphia, Chicago, Pennsylvania, Texas, everywhere around the United States. With technology these days, you can be anywhere. So,
cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then what I would say is go ahead and share your links. Looks like you've got that link there. I think an idea. Okay. So, just for those people that might get the wrong impression, because when I look at that name, it makes me think that you are, kind of like a company that might be a product developer or something.
Well, we do more business development, and the reason why we came up with I Think an Idea is we add a creative integration into marketing, which is essential because content needs to be alive, and you've got to come up with creative ideas that are different. If you're the same as everything else, then nobody's going to pay attention.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we come up with ideas, and then we apply it and execute it and help people get results for their business. So.
Well, that sounds great. So what I'll do is go ahead and add your links to the YouTube video. And if you take a note and make sure that you know that this is Blab.Cafe number 68 that you're in, you'll be able to see that over on YouTube in 24 hours. I will post that video. You'll be able to see that. And I will go ahead and extract your links and put them into the show notes of the YouTube video. So we'll follow it around forever.
Oh, that's great. Thanks a lot. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. And it's Hugh Benjamin. Great.
Hugh Benjamin. Yes.
Okay. You take it easy. Thanks for stopping.
All right, have a good one. All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks for joining Blab.Cafe number 68. This is a place where you can introduce your business, products, and or services. We're using the hashtag social media monster. That was just for fun. But anyways, you get the idea of what you're doing here. You're here to pitch your business and share your links. Thanks again, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.